Hello and welcome back. Today we are once again talking about some sports related content. Today we are focusing in on the Atlanta Hawks and why are they struggling so bad. First, let's take a little bit of a step back and observe what the Hawks did last season. Can you believe they were 2 games away from the NBA championship? They were tied 2-2 after winning the first game on the road in Milwaukee and then tying the series back up 2-2 without Trae Young in game 4. The team was talented enough to win a big playoff game by double digits without Trae Young. This team has got to be one of the best young cores that we are going to see over the next few seasons. That's what many fans and analysts thought. And I remember hearing people state that they think Nate McMillan should be up for Coach of the Year for what he's done, getting them into the playoffs. Not only were they a underdog in every series where they beat the New York Knicks and the Sixers, but they also were 2 games away from the NBA championship against the team that ends up winning it all. And I don't disagree with those people. Nate McMillan did an amazing job and really turned that franchise around. Fast forward to today, and now the Hawks are 22-25 and are currently the 12th seed in the Eastern Conference. They recently traded away their 22-year-old 10th overall pick from the 2019 NBA draft, Cam Reddish, probably one of the most talented young prospects in the game today. In this deal, they sent Cam Reddish, Solomon Hill, and a 2025 second-round pick to the Knicks for Kevin Knox and a protected first-round pick from the Charlotte Hornets. Currently, the Hornets are a 7 seed and only 5 games out of the first seed. This could end up being a late pick for the Hawks. There's also been rumors on the internet about the Hawks looking to trade away other young pieces and giving off the impression of a possible rebuild. I've heard statements that say Trae Young and Clint Capella are the only 2 players off limits in terms of any trade destinations, which is crazy because they were 2 games away from the NBA championship last year, and now there's just talks about blowing up the whole team. From last year to this year, there really hasn't been many changes to the coaching staff or the roster. They've lost a few smaller end pieces to their bench, such as Brandon Goodwin and Tony Snell. And neither of these guys would be considered X factors moving forward. Despite losing these role players, they were able to gain Delon Wright, Gorgie Dieng, and Sharif Cooper in the NBA draft. The role players that were seeing success last year are seeing decreases in their production this season. These players include DeAndre Hunter, Clint Capella, Gallinari, Bogdan Bogdanovic have all seen their numbers decrease this season. But Trae Young and John Collins are seeing scoring averages rise, which is helping the team stay afloat. The Atlanta Hawks still score a lot of points per game, but if you're looking at them from a defensive perspective, they currently rank 21st in total team defense. There have been plenty of clips surfacing of Trae Young on Twitter just showing a lack of effort, not getting around ball screens, not hustling to the next man, just not contesting shots. It's very aggravating, but when you're Trae Young, I understand he's been lifting so much weight on his shoulders, trying to carry this team to get wins each night. It's also worth mentioning that the Hawks have had the 8th hardest schedule this season up to this point in the year, and that could be a large factor in why they're the 12th seed in the Eastern Conference. Going forward, they're going to play some easier teams and hopefully see more wins than losses over the final 42 games. As we move closer to the All-Star break, where Trae Young will receive his second All-Star selection after being snubbed last season, he also just got announced that he will be the starter for the Eastern Conference point guard position. And this is super exciting for the Hawks organization and interesting seeing someone in the 12th seed get the starting position. Usually you correlate all-stars and MVPs to teams that are succeeding. But in this case, Trae Young becomes a starter. I believe he deserves it in the Eastern Conference. And this is good news for them. Hopefully can kind of kickstart some excitement in the organization. Hopefully Trae Young can get some energy and even help carry this team to more wins after the All-Star break. In the end, despite the struggles the Hawks have seen on the court, they're only 3 games back of the 8th seed, moving in the right direction slightly with a 5-5 record over their past 10 games. They're slowly starting to get back on track. My prediction would be to not count the Atlanta Hawks out just yet. I think they're starting to figure it out here soon, and they're going to make a strong push towards the end of the season. But I wouldn't say the top 8 seeds are out of reach for them. Hopefully, they won't be a team that needs to go on the road in the play-in games, but I think that they are better than the Raptors. They're better than the Wizards and the Knicks. I think they have scarier rosters, a better coach, a better team, and an easier schedule moving forward. This would be a team, when looking at a playoff matchup, if you're one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seeds, I would not want to face the Atlanta Hawks in the first round. I think that would be a tough matchup. They've had a little experience last season, making it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. With Nate McMillan, with Trae Young, I think this team could really turn it around here late and be a scary team as we head into the playoffs. I want to hear from you guys and what you think is the reason behind the Atlanta Hawks' struggles. Please leave a comment down below with what they could do, maybe who they could trade, what your expectations are after the All-Star game, and I look forward to reading those responses and seeing you in the next video. Thanks, and have a great day.